After U.S. President Joe Biden threats to cut off weapons and artillery shell supply to Israel if it invades Rafah city of Gaza, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his country is prepared to stand alone if necessary. In a video statement, he said, "If we must, we shall fight with our fingernails, but we have much more than our fingernails." The Netanyahu government so far had maintained silence over Washington holding back a shipment of aerial bombs. But after Joe Biden's warning, he said, without specifically mentioning it, "If we must stand alone, we shall stand alone."
We are on the eve of our Independence Day. In the War of Independence 76 years ago, we were the few against the many. We did not have weapons. There was an arms embargo on Israel, but with great strength of spirit, heroism, and unity among us, we were victorious. Today, we are much stronger. We are determined, and we are united in order to defeat our enemies and those who want to destroy us. If we need to stand alone, we will stand alone. I have said that, if necessary, we will fight with our fingernails. But we have much more than fingernails, and with that same strength of spirit, with God's help, together, we will win.
Netanyahu's statements were echoed by other two voting members of his war cabinet, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant and centrist former Defense Minister Benny Gantz. In a speech, Gallant categorically said, "The state of Israel cannot be subdued. We will stand strong. We will achieve our goals. We will hit Hamas. We will hit Hezbollah." Well, Gantz remarked on X, and I quote, unquote, "The United States has a moral and strategic duty to extend to Israel the tools that are necessary for this mission."
I turn to Israel's enemies as well as to our best friends and say, the state of Israel cannot be subdued, not the IDF, not the defense establishment, and not the state of Israel. We will stand strong, we will achieve our goals, and we will hit Hamas, we will hit Hezbollah, we will achieve security.
A Gallant's statement clearly underlines the scale of the standoff between the Biden administration and the Israeli government. Now, amid this face-off building up between U.S. and Israel, there are reports that Netanyahu does not intend to extend the three-year term of Israeli ambassador to the U.S., Michael Herzog, by another year, despite the ambassador's desire to continue. Reports point at disagreements between the two that began before the war on Hamas. Netanyahu's associates want UN Ambassador Gilad Erdan to replace Herzog, but that is a decision on the matter would not be made soon. Meanwhile, Palestinian residents said Israeli forces bombarded areas of Rafah. An Israeli attack near a mosque killed at least 3 people and injured others in the eastern neighborhood. Video footage from the scene showed the minaret lying in rubble and 2 bodies wrapped in blankets. An Israeli airstrike onto houses in the Sabra neighborhood of Rafah killed at least 12 people, including women and children. Among the dead was a senior commander of the militant al-Mujahideen brigades and the family of another group leader. Israeli tanks seized control of the Palestinian side of the Rafah border, crossing with Egypt earlier this week, and are currently probing the outskirts of the nearby city of Rafah. Netanyahu has not so far ordered troops to enter the city, where Israel says 4 battalions of Hamas fighters are based. On the other hand, the latest round of indirect negotiations in Cairo to halt hostilities in Gaza has ended. Hamas announced that its delegation attending the negotiations have left Cairo for Qatar, adding that the ball is now completely in Israel's court. The group said that it stood by the proposal submitted by the mediators, but Israel has rejected it.
I can say that despite the heavy